go live a couple minutes early here to get on board. And I just have to say, I'm so grateful that anyone who joins me live here today, because I know, well, depending on where we are in the world, it's the summertime. It is glorious outside for many. I wanted to take this outside, but because of the sound levels where I am not really able to do that, especially because we're going to open all of our chakras. But whenever anyone joins this, it will be the perfect timing to receive. And I'm just so happy to be here. So we have this. We're still in the energies of this full moon that is considered the guru moon. And it's a moment in time where we can connect with our own mastery. And very importantly, since full moon is a time of clearing, it is a time that we can clear the false gurus. The ego is definitely one of those false gurus, right? That is constantly misguiding us and leading us in a direction or blocking us from following our divine guidance, our higher self, and where we're really wanting to be and go. So, we're okay. During the course of this, then we're going to clear, and everybody's going to have their own different journey and experience. But what I've seen come up time and time again as we were moving to this guru moon is people in this lifetime or past lifetimes struggling because of a spiritual teacher that they had. Hi, Sherry. I'm so glad that you're with me. I'm so happy. Okay. We have these teachers that they weren't working from the heart space. They weren't working from the place of service. So they would guide in ways that really served their egos. So one of the past lives that I read just in the last couple days was a woman who was a nun in a previous lifetime, and her mother superior was really hard on her because she was deeply connected with spirit, and she would spend a lot of time in meditation and in quiet out in nature, and she would actually get in trouble for doing that. So because her mother superior was jealous with her connection with spirit and was just a very controlling person. But in the script of that individual soul, then, because they were somewhat obedient, of course, to that teacher, that they had this block to receiving, to nourishing themselves. And that individual actually has a really strong capacity to channel. And the more that they take care of themselves, the more that really will blossom and grow. And this is really true for all of us. So we've had past lives where we were guided in all kinds of ways, and even in this lifetime. And we know that no one's like giving all good or all bad information. And so we really have to sift and sort through the information that we get to see which honors us. Because I'm going to give an example that's a real outlier here. But Charles Manson, he taught some spiritual truths to his followers. Like, he would say things like, to encourage the women to love their bodies just the way that they were, and so threw in, these spiritual truths, and then, whoosh, was totally losing it too. Oh, thank you for the love to everyone. So, it's like we think that these teachers are all good or all bad, and it's a lot more complicated than that. I even spoke to a beautiful light worker this week that is following someone in the spiritual realms. We're talking about on like social media, and they felt this person tampering with their energy. And he was just so surprised, just like we all are when we have trust for someone and they break through those boundaries. So we connected and helped work through it. And, it's just a matter of, the fact that, hey, people with really large followings, we know this, like, because we can look at the government officials that are elected and all those things. They're not always the highest and the best. So we really have to trust our gut. And I got to tell you, maybe many of you would agree with me on this. There are such few teachings that I really feel so deeply and feel like I can take the majority of the information in, but where I can is with Abraham, like Abraham Hicks, with the Seth books as well. I'm rereading them now with my teenage son too, who's now interested, which is cool. Um, and going back to those, it's like, you get all of these internal yeses to information. That's what we really want to look for, those internal yeses. Not just the information that might make us feel good at the time, but could be misleading us. Because the ego does that to us all the time too, says what we want to hear. So, and it can be very enticing. So I bet all of us have our own experiences. It can even be people that are well meaning. False, there could be people that, we know and that are like I said, well meaning, but give us information and we end up taking that information, second guessing ourselves. And it's kind of a pattern that we have with that person. In that case, we've given our authority away. And so today we're going to clear out the false guides, past lifetime, present lifetime. This includes aspects of our ego, and align with the best teacher, our higher self in a deeper level. And we're going to open up space for a master to come in that either you want to connect with more deeply or that wants to work with you. So I feel like that is all that I needed to say. Let us take a breath together. We'll share a breath. And just affirm that every breath that we're taking now, we're taking with the divine. We're letting the rhythm of our breath to match the rhythm of the universe. And we'll let the rhythm of our heartbeat sync up with the rhythm of Mother Earth, as well as the heart of the Divine Infinite. Our minds are going to begin slowing down. Our energies becoming grounded and centered. And we invite all of our awareness into this present moment. And let us invite our higher self to lead our personal healings. Each one of us is going to get personal healings and activations today. And we ask our higher self and our spiritual healing teams to gather around us and ensure that everything that we bring forth today only honors and blesses us and everyone involved. And everything, all the healings, all the activations are all in perfect alignment and harmony with our personal divine plan and our heart's desires. It feels so good to be in this intimate circle of light with you. Those of you that are here, our souls were called together as kindreds with light conscious awareness to receive healing directly from our higher selves, that infinite part and extension of us. And as we begin to invite our higher self to anchor in to our life streams, to anchor into our human energy field today, we ask that our higher selves and Archangel Michael and any other spiritual cleansing energies of love and light enter our space and begin meticulously cleansing the energy that has distorted our consciousness, the scripts, the teachings, the false guidance that's caused any struggle or needless suffering. We give permission to the divine to cleanse us, scrub us clean from these energies that we don't need any longer. We'll feel the energy of water come in to cleanse us. The breath of life blowing through our mental body, cleansing that debris out of the mental body. As the water is cleansing the painful emotions associated with false guidance or anything else that's been causing struggle within our being. The spirit of the earth is utilizing an amber crystal beneath us. That amber is drawing out toxic energy. You may feel your feet begin to buzz as the amber that Gaia is blessing us with today is pulling out that stagnant energy. And once that amber has done its work, it's going to go into the earth to recycle that energy deep, deep within. Just notice where you may feel some pressure or lightness, you feel clearing happening. As we bring in the spirit of fire to transmute the darkness into light. Letting go of the lies within our consciousness don't allow us to enjoy our lives or live in peace or connect with our true spirit. It's letting them go. Let yourself be liberated. Healing can happen in an instant. And it's wonderful to be consciously aware of what's clearing, but you don't have to be. So allow yourself to continue to breathe and soften the body. We offer ourselves as moldable and malleable in the hands of the divine. And as we continue to clear, we invite past life experiences, including false teachers, to rise within our conscious awareness. We're just going to take a moment to notice what information is coming to us. What needs to be cleared so we can regain our inner mastery? Trusting and honoring the images, the information, the feelings, the knowings that are coming. Archangel Jophiel is placing a yellow crystal containing the energy of the illumination ray at the center of your crown, holding memory of knowledge that your soul requires at this time. And let us call our soul essence back now. Anytime we lost our authority to another, to someone it doesn't belong to, we call our authority back. We call our soul essence back. We own that in each one of us is an infinite divine presence. And as we take our power and our authority back, cleansed and cleared throughout all time and space, from the previous lifetimes, from the present life, when we trusted someone else's guidance above our own inner being, above our own spirit guides, our higher self, our own spiritual team, We reverse the ill effects of those moments. And we claim our true power. Because the sneaky thing about false guides is they are so sure. They come with great confidence. That doesn't mean that what they're saying is true. We overvalue the loudest voice and the most confident speaker. Sometimes it's the quietest voice in the room that has got the most wisdom. Feel your brain cleansing. And with the past life clearing, there's another side to that piece. And that is that as we're soul retrieving, we get to also reintegrate an aspect of our soul that gained some type of mastery. They could have mastered a certain spiritual understanding, or maybe it was a different hobby or science. We're holding space for the master within us from different lifetimes and different dimensions to reintegrate. We are being offered the aspect of ourselves that can help us with our purpose and our evolution in the now. So breathe and just notice, use your subtle awareness to notice what this is all about, what this aspect of yourself is giving to you. You may feel certain parts of your head or brain activated as this knowledge and information is coming back to you. You may be aware on a conscious level of what this information is going to provide you with, or this may be more subtle for you and may unfold over time under divine orchestration. Archangel Jophiel is bringing the illumination ray within and all around us. So the wisdom of the universe is more accessible within our conscious awareness. So I'd like to take a moment here to call forth a master whom you would like to receive a blessing from today. So this could be any master that you really feel speaks to your heart. Could be Ganesh, Lakshmi, Saint Hildegard, Jesus, Buddha, whoever you feel called to connect with. And invite this great master. And it could be more than one. They don't care. But invite them to attune your mind to their wisdom. They are so happy to elevate the consciousness of humanity. So happy that you've asked. And some of you may be feeling a very personal connection with this master as you have connected with them many times throughout the history of your soul. You may be feeling an overwhelming sense of gratitude arise from your being, pouring out to the masters who have come to bless you today, to higher states of awareness and understanding. I see that some of you are receiving activations in the human energy field that are opening some of the energy pathways in the body and in the bodies. And the chakra system I see expanding to contain more light. More light is more wisdom. So Mother Earth is bringing even more grounding energies into our Earth star to help us integrate all that we're receiving today. Okay. Now, some of you may have already noticed this, but there's a master that's coming in now that's been wanting to work with you for quite some time, is here to help you on your soul's evolution, in your divine plan, in your life purpose. So you just to be open to see who that is. You don't have to receive anything from them right now. You can wait and ponder this some more, but if you feel really comfortable, you can receive whatever activations, attunements. We're only open to receiving that which honors and blesses us. But it's also important for you to feel good. You never have to accept anything, physically or energetically, that you are not feeling in alignment with. Some of us may even be receiving an animal spirit totem who's wanting to work with us. Masters come in trees are masters. Masters come in many forms. A lot of us know our four-legged friends, our masters, well aware of that fact, right? Okay, now we're going to focus once again on receiving a blessing from the mastery of your own inner being. Now, this time I just want to add in, because we have been, and it's really wonderful when you do journey work, you might notice different aspects of your being that might surprise you. In my own experience in journey work, I've regressed back to being a molecule of air. And I have to tell you, it was one of the most delightful experiences I've ever had. And the level of consciousness and peace and non thought was just beyond words. So, as we're receiving the mastery that is you, you may connect with those type of aspects of yourself that go beyond a physical form. You may connect with a part of yourself and work that you've done on the other side, but we're opening up here now to gather the wisdom of your eternal soul that's available. Whatever is most beneficial for you at this time will come forward. Archangels Sandalphon and Metatron are working with our systems, particularly at and Archangel Ariel at the soul star and the earth star level, helping us to integrate the soul aspects that we're receiving. So we'll take a few more deep breaths with them. You can come back to this anytime, because there's only so much we're able to integrate in the now. Okay. And finally, we invite our higher selves, the infinite part of our expansive soul, to weave in to our human energy field, to our life stream, to our lives. You may feel the thread of life weaving in to your energy body. And if there's something in particular you need help with, whether it's feeling more balanced emotionally, feeling more energetically protected, feeling like you have more clarity with your psychic senses, ask for what you need right now. Okay. And your higher self is going to comb through your energy field, making any other adjustments to our systems, just so that as we leave the session today, we feel so wonderfully refreshed, rebirthed, revitalized, renewed, whole, infinitely blessed, and that all living beings are infinitely blessed by this, especially you. They're healing and sealing us, bringing us into balance, removing anything else that we don't need. That is so cool. Jen, yes. Okay, well, you can always go back to rewatch. And I just want to say I'm so grateful to everyone who showed up to like play with me today. I feel like this is like you guys came out to play with me, and my inner child is so grateful because I haven't really been on YouTube a lot lately. And I just wanted to give my heartfelt thank you to every one of you. You are been so supportive to me and my family and my son Dylan, and I wanted to thank everyone who's reached out with their love and their prayers. Dylan is doing awesome, by the way. And funny enough, the master that came through for me, and they came through yesterday. Hi, Shauna. um, is I'm going to say this wrong, maybe, but Thomas of Aquinas, and I I like knew the name, but I wasn't as familiar with him. Oh, I'm so sorry, Shauna. We're just finishing up, but you'll be able to go back and you'll be right there with us when you re-listen. Um, okay, so he is a saint that is one who really helped us to realize we needed to bring spirituality and like at the time, Christianity, of course, but spirituality and science need to work together. And I think that's so interesting for like all the health challenges and everything that Dylan is going through. And it just seemed like right on. But it was very interesting. So, um, I am interested on some of the masters that came through for you, or if anybody wants to share any of their experiences, I'd love to hear them. And I also want to thank everyone, all of your support. You know what? Your likes, your views, your shares, those are all great support. But I know a lot of you went like above and beyond and have donated to the channel, which means so much to me. And I know some of you donated specifically for Dylan, and he is so grateful. And I haven't been, it's when you get donations, it's not the same as a regular payment. So I don't get the emails addresses. So I don't get to thank people individually when those come through, which is not very comfortable for me. I'd much rather give you a personal thank you, and I do if I can, if I have the person's email, but that doesn't always happen. So just know that if you've made a donation, you didn't get a personal thank you from me. It's because I didn't have your information to thank you, but we are so grateful. And what's really sweet too, some people have sent Dylan gifts or like gift cards, and I got to tell you, for 11-year-old boy, like, how exciting. Oh, hi Franny, you got Sanat Kumara, so cool. um yeah, so I love you too. I am so grateful. I feel like everyone who showed up, because I haven't been on YouTube a lot. I'm like, this is gonna be like my kindred. This is like everybody, and those of you who show up later to same thing. Um, Oh, thank you, Laura. So, I will be on soon. I think I'm going to try to do my live ones again just because they're so much fun. And I felt called to do this, and I knew that it wasn't convenient and that a lot of people wouldn't be able to come live with me, but I really felt compelled to do it. So I'd like to keep those going, but I am going to have a series of angelic affirmation attunements. So they're going to be these affirmations mixed with where we're really rewiring, and some of it's going to be focused on at the mind itself, which there's a lot of affirmation tools out there, but not as much around how the mind works and our mind working the way we want it to, which is makes all the other affirmations work better. um, so anyhow, I'm really excited to share those soon. Those are going to be more of like the recorded type sessions, the meditations and healing. So, and I would love to hear from you too. If you guys have anything specific, I'm really go with the flow and bring forth what my guides bring forward for me. But I'd love to hear you guys have any suggestions too. So thank you so much for joining me today. I love each and every one of you, and we'll be in touch soon. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.